Work smarter, not harder. If you're tall, bring your table up. Do not break your back. You want to last in this profession, okay? So, obviously she's already assumed the position. She got comfy.
I'm sorry, do you want to explain this to me?
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Again, shoes will come off. Socks on checkout day will come off. Are my other gloves over here?
We need.
She doesn't want to touch Natalie's feet.
I mean, they're pretty.
Anybody's feet, I put gloves on. I don't care who you are. You can just come fresh out the shower unless they're my feet.
Self-aware, nothing else.
Only if they're fresh out the shower. Jesus, this one's really tight today. Ew, no, this is not working. That's small. You gave me small glove.
There's nothing on this to say that indicate whether, oh, that's a small. Yeah, small.
Can you grab me a box of, yes, I don't like those gloves. They break really easily. Ankle bracelets, they have toe rings, they have to come off. I have people who wear toe rings year round. Usually it's only in the spring, summer, but I have people who wear them year round.
Found out that she was wearing an ankle bracelet, tried to go into the MRI machine. I said, no ma'am.
Yeah, you gotta take that off. But yeah, you have drop foot that day, put gloves on. When you are doing tib fib, which I'll make sure everybody, we need to be able to expose said tib fib.
I was
Can't
gonna
find
ask if you
needles,
wanted me to
but
wear
I got
shorts.
That's fine.
No, you're just
That's a bunch of small.
My
No,
ankles are really
I'm not trying
depressing.
to.
Try not to get too excited.
Alright.
Can I take some pictures and put this
Yes,
on,
yes. Feet
No,
finders.
Those can make some
Zoom
money.
in
there.
Their wedding in there, you could get extra money for that.
That's a lot of money, that's a unique foot.
I think this one also
got
has a
personality.
scar on
I
it.
have friends who
I've got a scar there.
sell feet pictures and they make good money, so to each
I'll
their
start
own.
doing that too.
Yeah.
There's some really good people out there. So.
Yeah,
Alright, so have them sit on the table, foot centered. No, you're fine. Whether they want to lie down or whether they sit up, it's all on the patient. We are going to measure, not like that, to the cassette, not the table. Source to image, this is your image, okay? So we are using her left foot. I'm gonna pop that up there. So when we're doing this, we're gonna go ahead and do 10 degrees. So we're going base of the third.
Thank you.
That's, and everybody gets a little off because they think, oh, I gotta be on the third toe, but remember, they kinda all angle together, okay? So, you will have a little bit of light on your table behind you. That's okay. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. I'll mark her right here by the toes. So every patient, she's got her little ridge right here. We go just above it. Every patient has this little ridge. Again, even patients with big feet. I don't need to be up here. I don't need to be down here. Base of the thirds right in here. Okay? So, the other thing too, majority of the time it hits on the outer surface, kind of almost, depending on the patient's toes. It's either gonna hit outer surface here or kind of come right in between and come straight up. Okay? This will be for your AP axial foot. I would put a shield over her waist. Whether I do, I'd probably use the big green one. Sorry, I'm gonna cover you up now. So I'll put that on her that way. Okay? But again, if I have a little bit of light here, that's okay. That's normal. So don't freak out on that one.
Can Ann take a picture of her placements? Because
This way?
these are almost always wrong in some way.
It's fine.
Well, this one's not angled at all.
That's straight, yeah, that was my bad. I put the wrong image on that one. That's straight AP. I'm doing AP axial. That's my bad.
Oh, we won't be doing an AP, like a
No.
regular AP? Okay,
No.
so just AP axial.
AP
Got it.
axial, yeah. So you're doing your 10 degree cephalic angle, base of the third here. So from here, I've got, just tell them to hold still. I don't have to worry about breathing with these. All right, hold still, don't move. If you need to in the patient's leg, they can't hold this, and they start sliding, grab one of your sandbags, put it at the base of your cassette, keeps it from sliding, okay? All right, so from here, the only one we're angling on the foot is the AP axial, that's it. I'm gonna take my angle off, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and come back up. All right, so I'm gonna get you to bring your entire leg inward for me, okay? At this point, I'm going to use this to my advantage. At this point, actually, I need to pick you up. There.
And on our requisition, it'll either do internal or external rotation.
No.
So it's always medial.
Yep.
Okay.
The only time you do like the lateral obliques is in ortho.
Roger.
Are you doing these this week?
Do what?
Are you doing these this week?
No, that's next week. You and your web toes.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's just messing me up a little bit.
Love you. It's okay. I can't fix that.
Sure you can.
And get a knife.
I mean, you could get surgery.
Well, it's not that far off, so.
Some scissors.
Actually, I'm a
Get a
little-
pair of cross cutters. You know, just
Shears maybe.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what I was-
like
I
a
put
rusty
her
spoon.
Toesy socks and it was really upsetting for me.
You can't play thongs. Oh, yeah, you could, because coach said they could.
Okay.
No, because the toesies.
So this is what will throw people off. So this is where, if you want it to really match,
No, I know
angle
I
this a
know.
little bit.
But
Sometimes,
toesies-
if you're worried about that, all I'm gonna do at this point, and you gotta be
it was
careful.
Very upsetting for
So
one Christmas.
you can bring it in to where it's not on the table. Okay, this is the one, I've actually got her oblique too much, so I'm gonna have her come back right there to get that 30 degree, so I can hit here, put my fingers right under, tickling her foot.
It's not very.
You're welcome. But this is the one where it's gonna split the difference. It's still hitting base of the third, but it kind of hits side here. But remember, this one gets buried, the third base of the third. Okay. All right. Man, you had to give me your janky toe.
It's on both sides.
I know. It's messing with you.
Well, this one's got the jank toe and the web toes.
Uh-huh.
The other one just has web toes. They wanted the jank toe too. Gotta give people what they
I'm
want.
not worried about your jank toes. Web toes are cute though.
Thank you.
So.
Do what
But-
you can.
Even if I did this, left her this way, all I would do at this point, I'm gonna leave her obliqued. I'm gonna slide this back. If you don't want to move, you can rotate, or you can just do this. That's the other way. There's two ways. I try to show both because you're gonna work with your patient regardless. Rotate your collimated box, or lesser of the two evils, split the difference, and come on over. Okay? Alright. And this, I'm not in the shadow, but want to be sure, I'm gonna slide that over a little bit. Okay? This will be for your oblique foot. Alright. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to get you to roll up onto your left hip for me. Okay. So how she is right now, she's not dorsiflexed. I'm gonna match her foot right this second. And just a sec. All right. Can I get you to flex your toes up towards you a little bit? This is that 90 degree angle we want. Okay. So I'm gonna match her foot. Flex your toes up again. There you go. There you go. Yeah, she's a difficult patient. I appreciate it. So the thing too, always recheck one last time, and I actually lost a little bit. Okay. Come here, come out. I'm actually going to recenter you, ma'am. So her foot, she's not in a true lateral, okay? So I'm seeing an angle on her foot. So there are gonna be those patients like, you need to come up a little bit. I need her true lateral. This is how to properly superimpose everything. So if she's completely, yeah, if she's completely, yeah, you can do the foam. I usually grab the little, that one right there in your hand, Evan. And grab this, and then she can wrap her foot, knee there, and actually puts her in a true lateral, okay? And that's what we want. So then I would just readjust this point instead of messing with my tubes like everybody likes to do. She's got janky toes. She can't do the toes overlapping because usually you want it coming straight to where it ends up hitting right in here. Okay. She's not 100% centered either.
So it's okay if we can't lift their toes?
Yes. If they can dorsiflex the foot, it's because you get the patient who can dorsiflex their foot, but their toes just stay. That's okay.
What if they can flex their toes, but it's like 2 of them will go up, the rest will stay down?
It's
just
fine.
have them leave it down?
Yeah, just leave it down. Just like do what they can.
Okay.
But the big thing is just we want to. This is the 90-degree angle that we want here. We'll pop. That would be for my lateral. And again, I want this straight. Okay. That would be for the lateral foot. Again, tabletop, most fun. You have so much more freedom. Okay. I differ on that sometimes. All right. So from lateral foot, since she's already in a lateral position, say I have same side, we're doing lateral foot. So we go into, I'm gonna go ahead and go into lateral ankle. I'm gonna show y'all calcaneus last. So from here, she's already in a lateral position. I'm gonna slide this out. She's already here, and it's on the same side. We still want to dorsiflex the foot if they can. You also have to keep in mind, if they have an actual ankle injury, they may not be able to dorsiflex that foot, okay? So, see, I'm maxed out here. I can float her over here. Lateral ankle right on the malleolus. Beautimous, love it. So if you want to do that, follow the arrow, that's fine. I don't care which way you go. I open it all the way to my centering point.
On the paper it says 1/2 inch superior to
It's actually right on the malleolus.
Okay. Ignore it.
I'm just,
It says 1/2 inch superior to the lateral malleolus, which I don't know why I would
the
reference
lateral,
the lateral because that's the
yes,
medial.
because that 1/2 inch is
Right.
literally right on the malleolus.
Okay.
There's that much difference. That's why I say it's literally on the malleolus.
Which would be true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like I
But
don't
I'm
know
like,
why they
it's
put
just
lateral
weird
whenever
here.
that's on the bottom
So,
of the.
But again, they flex her foot up, and she still ends up.
I just wasn't
Don't do
expecting
that to your patients. It'll throw things off. So I want to be right here
My bad.
on her malleolus.
Just direct it.
And then
She was
I'm
not
gonna
ready.
pop marker right there. Okay, I will come in. Well, again, I just make sure I'll maximize there. So that would be for the lateral ankle. Again, reduce how much you're flipping your patient.
Yeah.
If you notice you have multiple on the same side, okay, she's already on her side. I'm gonna go ahead and do all my laterals. It makes it easier on your patient, okay? And you can, all your touchscreen stuff, you can go back in between them, okay? You will have techs who they prefer to do all the things at once. They prefer to do all the ankle together, all the tib fib. But again, when it comes to the lateral, I would even go straight into a lateral tib fib from here.
Yeah.
But I'm going ankle. I'm not gonna do all the laterals first in this instance. All right, so that would be for lateral ankle, okay? All right, I am going to have you go back to your back, flat on your back for me. Okay? All right, you're gonna put your foot straight down. All right, get you to flex those toes up for me. Sweet. Get her nice and centered. Coming towards you, Zach.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is the one where I smack right across the center of this one, but I'm just above my lateral malleolus, okay? Open up. Again, maximize. Some of your tacks too, they're gonna collimate down really tight. And again, follow their protocols, but it's never wrong to just go ahead and match it up to here. You maximize surface area, okay? I will collimate a little more side to side. I'll pop my marker in right there. That would be for your AP ankle, okay?
Didn't work out.
So, and the one thing that's nice from here, again, digital, you're not gonna have to trade out your cassette. Those of you who go into the couple places we have with CR, gotta change out your cassette. Grab another 10, here we go. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and do my mortise shot. That's just 15 degrees. Not much, 15 to 20.
What are we at?
We're doing the mortise.
That one was AP.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna have her rotate her entire leg over. So this is the one I was telling y'all that if I have her here, my fingers are off right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, start rotating. Rotate medially.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Actually, they're gonna line up. Sorry, that's for yeah, that would be for your mortise. Your fingers will actually line up if you to do that. But I still need to be centered for the obliquity part. I'm gonna come back here at this point because I need to still have her centered. It's never a bad thing just to pick them up slightly when you start doing obliques. You're fine. You're fine. So, and this is the one when right here. This is the one where they hit that central ray. It's right over here. Okay, and that will be for your mortise.
Do you have to worry about the toe being in the lights?
Because the focus is still going to be here. So I would come down to the end. I'm going to look at my foot. And as y'all noticed on the images when I showed y'all the AP, the mortise, and the oblique, not a whole lot from AP to mortise.
Yeah.
Really not a whole lot to open that joint up. And it's kind of like when y'all were setting up for your Y view when it felt wrong. And you know, I was like, all right, when it feels wrong, that's when it's right when you're doing the Y views.
Yeah.
Same thing with this one. It's like, I feel like I need more, but you
I
don't.
think I
Yeah.
moved out of
Okay.
position, so. make
All right,
sure
so
that
from
I'm-
here, I'm going to, since I did my, that's for mortise. So now, we're gonna come over a little bit more. Now, this is what I mean, all right, just rotate your foot. Just do your foot.
Ow.
And just do the foot, just do foot.
Oh,
That's
wrong.
that's that position that I was telling y'all, it's
Yeah.
just them doing the foot. That's not gonna give you nothing.
Right.
All of a sudden, I'm gonna start to see calcaneus. I don't need to see all that. I don't need to see all that. Okay? All right, so now we're gonna rotate the whole leg. Okay, 45. You're good, you're good. Just kinda. And people get thrown off because again, they feel like they have more light over here than they do over here because it's again, foot, don't worry about that. Okay, I'm still wanting to make sure I'm centered of my ankle, even though this is the center here, I still need to be over here. This is the one that hits right.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. My foot actually just slipped that time.
Sorry. All right, so here, the crosshair ends up when you got a good oblique, it comes right across that ball, right there. I know you're ticklish, sorry.
It's okay.
I appreciate you working with me.
I'm trying my best.
Make sure, again, marker not in shadow. Glance over.
Yeah.
Glance over really quickly. Make sure it's not. Never a bad thing to check SID one last time before you walk away. Okay? That'd be for your mortise. Yes.
Oblique.
Yes, standard oblique, standard 45 degree.
Morse is 15.
15 to 20.
15 to 20.
15 to 20.
That's just
Until the
Just like that.
malleoli.
It literally, it's just this, wham.
Just
Okay.
It's like you're going here, wham.
so the malleoli.
Four views is eight.
Yes, but you only have 3. You just don't know which oblique you'll get. It'll tell you oblique versus mortise.
Okay.
I will just put oblique for your standard 45, or I'll actually say mortise for the mortise view.
You said you're doing calcaneus last.
They might.
I'm doing that now.
No, they're either gonna get one or the other.
Okay, but they're both on the.
They're both they're on there. Some of you will have the regular oblique, some of y'all will have that. But this is the one, especially with that 45 degree one, walk to the end of the table, Mr. Gardner, because if you're not walking to the end of the table, he'll actually ding you for that
Okay.
because you're not checking your positioning.
Yeah.
So he's really big on that, and he is anal enough that he will break out a protractor. I've seen him do it on at least 4 or 5
Do we have
occasions.
protractors?
Yes, we do.
Can I bust one out?
We've had students who are like, "Hey, let me see that." Okay, so foot 3 views, AP, oblique, lateral. We started with the lateral ankle because she was already in that position. Then we did our AP, and we did both obliques of the ankle, the mortise view and the oblique,
With
standard
the
oblique.
AP foot, you want the AP axial,
Yes.
not standard AP.
And I will make sure the requisitions have AP axial on
Okay.
them, even though they're not gonna say that. That's why I did that one question that way,
Yeah.
so y'all could see, because that's a true, because I was like, they'll have to say AP with foreign body localization. They'll add the foreign body localization. I have seen that differentiation. Sometimes they just say AP foot. I'm like, technically an AP foot is straight down, it's not angled.
Why do you angle on an AP foot?
Joint space.
There you go. Things to remember without flipping back
Alright.
over.
I had a smart ass comment because he's an AP.
Again, I'm gonna do anybody who draws calcaneus, again, pick your poison. I strongly recommend saving that for last, because the axial one is it messes everybody up. The axial projection, save that one for last because of the SID part. And I'll show you all a few tricks with that when we get to that. So, all right, we did foot, we did ankle. I'm gonna go ahead and do tib fib. Again, not as many projections this week, in all honesty. This is where it gets a little lighter.